Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do here. No, vertical screen. G'day Celtic. G'day Miss Deep Heather. Right. G'day Miss Deep Heather. Okay, so now worked out that I can put the stream on the TV and read the chat so I can keep up with you all while I'm doing what I'm doing. Hang on, I'm missing something here. Oh, don't lose your freaking hair. Right. So how are you all this afternoon? I hope you're all good. Morning, evening, lunchtime, wherever you are, welcome along. I've already been doing a few preps. My sous chef getting stuff done. We got corn chips. We got chilies. We got paprika. We got cayenne pepper. We have organic pasta sauce for the tomato sauce. We have the onions, olive oil, cheese, and I've gone with, because I wanted kidney beans, we didn't have any, so I've gone with cannellini beans. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. Don't know how that'll work. Now, I've never done this before. This is something new for me. So, let's get some heat happening. Whee, there we go. Nearly lost my eyebrows. Okay. Ooh, get the heat going. You good this morning? Awesome. So just doing this sort of stuff for shits and giggles. The animals are inside. I'll feed them after. That's a hectic job to do by myself. At least I can do this with a tripod. It's fun. Oh, I've lost my chat. Have I lost my chat? Oop. G'day, Smokey. How are you? Bottoms up. Ah. So we've got different cooking setup this time. Instead of having my test barbecue, we've got the burner and the deep fry pan. Right, get the onions in. Oh, I've just realised I've forgotten something. But that's all right. I can go in and get that in a second. You'll just have to As you know, I'm working in my man cave. At least out here I don't get in trouble for making a mess in the kitchen. Alright, back in 2 seconds. Right, here we go. Right, so we've just gone and stuck the onions in. We'll get them cooked down a bit. When I cook on the barbecue, I do out the back for all the big family lunches. I do a beer onion. So we might throw that into this one. I haven't been doing it with the burgers. I've just been putting onion and caramelising them in oil. Today we're going to throw a bit of beer on them, try and get that sugary caramelisation happening. Fresh beer. This is probably only my second time cooking on this burner, so I'm trying to just learn the heat. Yes, we're putting beer in there, but we're burning the alcohol out of it. And what that basically does is just leave the sugars in there, and it allows it to caramelise and give it that nice flavour. Woohoo! Rad! Oi oi! Miss Deep, now, Daisy is doing really well. We have cancelled all the rest of the vet appointments that we've had. She's at a stage now where we've worked out what the problem was. She's doing really well. She really is. So we're happy there. We're relaxed finally after about a month and a half. It's been a long road bringing her back to good health, but she's done. Thanks for asking. Rodney, hello. Rad, thank you very much for suggesting the TV to read the chat. I don't get my country western music that I cook to, but I get to read your chat, which is great. Remember, please, hit the like and subscribe if you can. Let's see if we can at least get me to 200 subs. Now, as you see, I have my drinking beer. Fresh beer. Yes, I am. Rad, sorry, Gilby. G'day. How are you, mate? Yeah, no, I will be. This is basically, I didn't want, I've eaten, I reckon I've eaten close to probably about 30 burgers in the past week and a bit, just trying different things. And I've been diving into the world of American hot dogs. And I love the thought of the chili on the hot dog and all that sort of stuff. So basically, I wanted to do a chili dish to do onto a hamburger. So what I'm doing tonight is I'm just making the chili dish, but I didn't want to eat it on a burger or a hot dog, so I'm doing nachos. So I've gone and bought a block of cheese, I've got my grater, a bit more beer in there. Now my ratio to beer to onion for this is 1 stubby, 3/4 of a stubby to 1 onion. I have 1.5 onions in here because I had to use one from the burger left over. So we're rocking and rolling. Now, my drinker's empty. Oh, let's get another one. Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay, so the onions are coming along. We get them going, getting nice and dark before we throw this onto the plate, and then, oh, sorry, I wasn't saluting, I was saying hello to a young family that live up north in the bush. They come back and stay at their parents' place. So I'm not going to give any names, but lovely young family. Right, get our corn chips off of there. To the unknown. This is the unknown. I have no clue of what I'm doing. This is all by just feel. I know what I want to create, but whether I create it, it's another story. Yes, she is actually looking forward to having nachos tonight. But she'll only have a pick at the main plate. She's not into the nacho chips or anything like that. She doesn't eat bread. She's the healthy one out of the two of us. Master Chef. Samo, how are you, buddy? Right, now we've 3/4 of that beer through. I reckon that's the onions pretty much sorted. Okay, so we've got them browning off. Let's see if I can get that on there. So they're browning off. We take them off, put them onto the plate. Right, okay, so that's there. Let's get some oil in the pan. Working, so not really good, but okay in general. Mate, look, you got a family to support. I did the same thing for many years. My son just came for a visit, that's why I'm late. He works in underground mining, and he's just finished a massive month of work underground. He's starting to feel it burnt out. So he's flying out in the morning off to Vietnam for a holiday, which would be lovely for a lot. I'll tell you that right now. Loved Vietnam. Vietnam was awesome. Right. Mince. Now, not our standard mince that we've been, or my special mix that I've been using for the burgers. This is just your cheap supermarket one. Get my rag. So basically this we want to, oh come on. Oi, bit more oil. Oi, get it in there. Oh, I'm not used to this burner. Turn that down a bit more. Jeez. Alright, let's get this cooked over. Now, this is, like I said earlier, this is probably the second time I've used this burner, so I'm still learning it. Oh, it's a bit too soft now. Come on, get up there. There we go. We want that sizzle. We want to seal it. We want to make it brown. Right. Nelson, how are ya? It's 1 kilo of minced rad. No, it'll. What I'm going to do is I'll probably freeze this up and use it in further creations as well. So yeah. Hang on, I've realised I've left my fucking salt and pepper inside. I'll go grab it. Woo! Yeah, there we got the salt, we got the pepper. Oh, basically, we don't want to. We don't want the meat to glug together. We want to make it loose. That way, when we make our actual sauce with it, I forgot my garlic. How's that? It's my fresh beer. Give me a chance. I'll just go get my garlic. We'll do some garlic. Well, we're back. Right. I remembered a couple of things I'd forgotten. One was our fresh garlic. Everybody loves fresh garlic. Stir this again before I get stuck into that. Now, when I was a truck driver, I used to live out of a fridge and a shoebox oven. And I used to make my meals bulk and put them into alfoil containers with the lid, with the paper lid, you know, the ones. Get them from your lunch bars, all that sort of rubbish. So when I come home, I used to love cooking, because just living out of that was not what people would expect. So, but yeah. Right, okay, so let's get some garlic on the go. Garlic! We all love garlic. Keep the vampires away. Right. I like lots of garlic, but I've been told to hang off on the garlic. Take it easy with the garlic tonight. So, just going to use 1 clove. I'd like to thank everybody for coming along. Thank you very much. I think it's fantastic. You can see the chat, read what's going on. Samo, go do some work, mate. You got a future world champion there that you need to feed. Maybe you could use this for him. Some good nachos. Well, I could go 2. Did you want me to go 2? Normally I'd go 3, but I was told to take it easy, so yeah, I like my garlic. I married into an Italian family, and my wife's, or the higher powers, grandmother taught me how to do Italian food. Now, she must have been doing something right. She passed away at 102. Yeah, I know. I can't understand it either. But Nonna used to tell me, you know, she said, when you think you've put too much garlic, add a bit more. That's my kind of like take on it. Right, we've got all that. So I've broken that up. Let's finally chop it. I will throw another one in now I'm thinking about it. Let me just get this one in. I can't believe this. I sharpened this knife just before I started tonight, and it already feels like it's blunt. Shocking. I should learn how to do metal work. Okay, so we're going the double dip on the garlic. Well, yeah, I've got a kilo of meat. Oh, that's not a very nice looking one. We'll get rid of that. But my other argument with this dish is it's supposed to be more like a chili con carne sort of dish rather than an Italian pasta sauce. I mean, too much garlic in a, in Daniel. I like the way you think, Daniel. Right, so we're just going to go with this one. I'm just trying to reduce the liquid at the moment out of the mince. Let's just get this finely chopped. Right, okay, so garlic, in it goes. There she blows. Yeah, you can smell that straight out. That's some good garlic. Okay, so we got the garlic in. Thanks for popping back, Rad. Right, so we're getting that garlic stirred through. Now we've got our onion from earlier. Right, let's get this going. I think I'm going to have to get a pot. Honestly. I don't think my big pan's big enough. Fucking smells incredible. Right, so on top of the garlic and using the Italian side of things that I've learned along my way, I have to throw in my Italian herb mix. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that. So this is a slight mix between Mexican, American and Italian. Let's see how this fucking goes. Yeah, need salt. Haven't put me salt and pepper in yet. None of this fucking salt-based shit here. Just throw your salt in and get it going. And we'll throw a bit more in. No, I do not use lavender in my Italian herbs. I think that is a bit far-fetched. If people are interested, I can do my higher powers nonna's pasta sauce. We can do it traditional without meat, or we can do it traditional with meat. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that at any stage, because I haven't had pasta for a while. And that sauce we can use in lasagna, pasta, all sorts of stuff. Right. Ugh. Oh, before that goes in, chilies. Ooh, okay, so for the chilies, cha-ching, I've used one red, one green. Okay, plus some leftover jalapenos, jalapeño. I hope I got it right somewhere along the line. So we'll get rid of that. Throw that all in. Catch you later, Rad. You look after yourself. Oh, I think that's going to need some more. Right. My sous chef didn't do his job properly, didn't cut enough chili. Come on. Now, it's not a fine chop I'm doing, more of a loose, not large, but now I have tried these chilies. They are a bit warm. Problem of working on such a small, flimsy table. You know what? I thought today I'm going to build myself a new cooking table. Out here, I have the wood, I have the steel, I have the ability. So I'm going to weld up a whole new cook bench that I can move around in here. Because summer's here. What do we do in summer? We don't cook inside in summer. Summer's too hot to cook inside. Mate, Nielsen, I don't know what chilies they actually are. I went to the grocery store earlier, and all they had was called red or green chilies. So I just grabbed a couple of each. I would like to know what they are, because I'll tell you what, the red one that I tried earlier had a good bite to it. The green one, yeah, not too bad. So I've gone half and half, 2 of each. Oh, it's got a little bit of a bite to it. Wouldn't say a great deal. But we're gonna really spice this up. It's not just chilies that are going in this. And wouldn't you believe it? I've fucking forgotten my next product. So we've got the beans. They can go in after. I'll just be back in a second to drain these. Alright, so we'll just put the beans in. Just to make it hotter. I do love my spice. So just to make it hotter, I've got Frank's hot sauce, which will be going in as well. Now, once you put the beans in, just fold them through. Huh. Right, peoples. I think we're going to have to upgrade here. I'm going to have to get a bigger pot. Because there's no way I'm going to fit a litre of sauce into that. So please, bear with me while I grab a bigger pot. And yes, that sounds cool. No, they're not bell peppers. Bell peppers are capsicums. Or around that sort of thing. These are actual chilies. I'll be back in 1 second. Please bear with me. Whee! Right, now we're... and I got me Franks while I was in there. Right, here we go. So always start with a little bit of oil in a fresh pan. Nothing worse than putting something in and have it stick. Right, there's a reason why my higher power loves me cooking out here. Because when I'm experimenting and I'm making dishes, I make a mess. Look at this. Oh, good meat. Oh. Cheers. Right. I think we'll hold off on that for now. Let's get our sauce in. And also, the problem with cooking out here is when you forget shit, you got to run back to the kitchen. I need a bit of water, and I also need what the hell was it? Oh, now I've got to think of what I was about to get. No, lost sauce in a bottle. That's what I was about to do, Brad. I've got to get, but I only use a special water. I don't drink water from the tap. I don't drink reverse osmosis water. For all our cooking and all our drinking, we use rainwater. So I'll be back in 2 seconds, but there was something else I was about to get. Okay, so, Rad, going back to the water thing, pure rainwater from my rain tanks. Okay, now we hold 11,000 litres of pure rainwater. So to get all that beautiful sauce out of the bottle, back in the day, we used to spend a whole weekend with all the family, all the Italian family, and actually make our own sauce from scratch. We would make about 200 King Brown stubbies. Oh, that looks so good. Right, here we go. I don't know if we can see that. Let me have a look on the camera while we do this. Hang on. My camera's a little bit behind. Perfect. Thank you. Like I said, normally I would use a kidney bean or a red bean, but we didn't have any in the cupboard. And yeah, so that's awesome. That is. That is not hot enough. I'm sorry. That is mild at the best. Right. So, the chilies didn't do the job. Right? So we got backup. Cayenne pepper. So we've got about 3/4 of a tablespoon of cane. Oh, what's this? We got cane's best friend, paprika. Not smoky paprika. If you use smoky paprika, you've stuck the whole thing. Just basic paprika. Once again for this, about 3/4. Come on. There we go. Right, so there we go. Let's get that wound into it. Smoky paprika is for, I don't know. I don't use smoky paprika. It's rubbish. Still not hot enough. Right. Okay. Now we're going to go to the big guns. Frank's. I put that shit on everything. Matthias, how are you, my mate? Hope you're doing well. Another beer down. Let's finish this one, which we were using for the cooking. I'll turn this up a little bit, see if we can simmer this down. Remember, everybody, thank you for joining us, having a bit of fun, having a few drinks, having some cooking. Please like and subscribe, would be great. Miss Deep, thank you very much for all your hard work. You've been doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Hope this is making you hungry, mate. There you go. That's the chili. Like I said, we got corn chips to go. Cheese. Mate, you'll be craving this after your gym. Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping to do here. That's what I've done. I've started from scratch, other than the chips. We've, like I said, we've gone through a list of stuff. I haven't even put my pepper in yet. I mean, I'm not Mexican, but mate, everybody loves a nachos. I like a hot sauce. The higher power likes a hot sauce. So let's hope we can get this one really good. So if you're just hiding around in chat, give us a yell, say hello. Don't hide in the shadows or lurk. Well, that's shocking. That's another beer gone. I love cooking, but it takes a lot of beers. occasion. Like they say, if you don't cough, you don't get off. Mm. That's looking pretty good, people. Say hello if you're there. Let me know. Rodders. Oh. Great to see you, my friend. Thank you for popping in, sticking around. It's been fun. I'm just trying to reduce the moisture out of this. That joint hit hard. Hello, Rad. Rad, we've added some extras into this since you've been gone. Right? This is going to be as hot as shit. I've put like massive amounts of Frank's. I've got chilies, I've got paprika, I've got cane. Oh, yeah. Like I said, just trying to get it all in. Absolutely. We've got the fresh chopped chilies in there. We've got jalapenos in there. We've got... The only thing I don't think I've got in there is fucking ghost chilies or Californian Reapers or something like that. Yield, thanks for popping in. You absolute legend from Belgium. Mate, if somebody, Deep, if you're there, Miss Deep, can you stick up Yield's channel, please? And also Radian's channel. Would be fantastic. Great supporters. Yield, I'm cooking a chili con carne. I'm doing a nachos. So, yeah, I've found as much chili as I can, other than my chili flakes. I've put in here. I'm just reducing it down to a thick sauce. And then once we get it, I get it to a thick enough thing, then we're going to start building the nachos. We're going to go inside. We're going to stick it in the oven for probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then we're going to pig out on nachos. Oh, mate, you can have some. Absolutely. Miss Deep, can you put up both Yield's and Radian's channels, please? Radian, I've got to fix your status on here, mate. And you too, Rodders. You've been here for a while too. Maybe I've been racking my brain. I've come up with the Radian burger. I have written the Radian burger, Radian's Radical Burger. I have written it down. We have it in drawing. I'm trying to think of a Kentish dish. Some meme guy. How are you, brother? Welcome along. Now, Kentish has been a big help for me getting to where I am. I'd like to come up with a Kentish burger or a Kentish dish to represent him. Now, I know he goes silly for sweet corn and tuna on fucking pizza. Now, that's an abomination. I'm sorry. I don't know where you're from. That's wrong. Grant, how are you, mate? Keep your hair on. Many, many years ago, my hair just trickled down my face and it's just hanging off my chin now. I just thought of something that would go really well in this. I reckon a bit of nice diced bacon, you know, with all the fat and all of that. Kentucky Fried Chicken, maybe, boss. Hey, that's a brilliant one. I think we might try that one. With a curry sauce. I know he loves his curry. Maybe we do a curry sauce. I've got curry leaf tree. Let's see if we can do that from scratch. I'm not into processed foods. I fucking hate it. Right? If you can't cook, don't eat. Oh, that's looking really good now. I'm starting to get that nice, thick sort of texture on there. I don't know how good that looks, but anyway, I'm a bit behind on my screen. I'm reading chat on there. Right, okay. We don't want to dry it out too much. We don't want to make it too gluggy that when after we freeze it, I mean, we can always... Now, this sort of thing you can freeze. Okay. Turn that shit off. Get off. Right, you can freeze this. So you can get like your Tupperware containers and put it in there. Put it in the freezer. When you go to heat it up again, now remember, you can only heat food once. Okay? Only once. So when you go to heat it up again, add a little bit of water and off you go. Lunchtime there is bloody past dinner time here. I'm taking my time. I'm craving me nachos. I want me nachos. Yul, thanks for popping in, mate. Look after yourself. Oh, I missed that. Yeah. Smell. I missed that. Sorry, mate. Right, I'm just trying to kind of like let this cool evenly. Right. Oh. Now, just to give everybody a bit of a tour, I am actually cooking. In my garage. This is the man cave. I have a Royal Enfield. I got my test barbecue. I got my table. And I'm reading chat up there. See, look, I've got all my toolbox there. Here, I got my press. I got my drill press. This is a workshop. This is not just for food. This is a workshop for food. Is that better? Can you see me? Celtic, it is spicy, but I don't want to blow everybody's bloody brains out with it. That's the problem. I really do like spicy. Like, I like serious spice. Now, I was in Thailand, and Thailand is the only place I've ever tapped out of a spicy dish. It was so bad. It was just horrendously hot, and I was just like, nah. I got 3/4 of the way through it and just went, that's it. I can't go. And that was a lab moo. Not a lab moo. It was rad. If you it was lab duck. So, and that was spicy, freaking hot. Peoples, I was red. I've never been that hot from eating chilies in my life. Right, okay, so now, hey, we've got a plate that we prepared earlier. Unlike everything else, I'm just doing it on the fly. So, mate, like I said, I'm as bald as a freaking badger. You know, over the years of having kids and stress of putting them through school and working hard, it just trickled off my face, and it's turned grey. So it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. I do have a mullet that'll come during summer. So, right, now we're going to start throwing our chips down. Now, people do throw sour cream in this and all that. I'm not a sour cream person. I've never liked it. I'm a meat person. I'm not a vegetarian. I prefer meat. And I like my junk food. I.e. all my vascular cardio problems. Right, okay. We've got that. Now, so our first layer of chips is down. Let me shift that beer. Let me shift that bottle. Woo! Right. Now, let's get the sauce on. I didn't realise it was going to take this long, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Remember, please like and subscribe. I would like to at least get to 200. I'm not far off it. I think I'm at 182. I hope this is freaking hot when I do this. I do. I like to be able to go in there and get plenty of meat, plenty of cheese. Right, so that's our first layer. Now, we haven't finished because we still got to put cheese on it. Oh, I'm sorry, fellas. Oh, I'm getting stuck into me cooking now. I'm kind of like reading in the corner of mine. I'm not as good as Kent, and I'm not as good as Radian. I'm learning. Thanks for sticking around. This has actually been a long stream. This has been great. Thank you very much. pour it on. I don't want to make too much. I've got shit everywhere as it is, mate. I would love to just pour it on. Right, so we've got the meat, first load of meat on. This is only the first layer. This is not the whole thing. Right, so we've got our first layer of chips, meat, and cheese. Right, so now we go back to the bag again. And basically what we're doing is building a freaking tower of corn chips. Because this has got to go in the oven. Once we've done this, can I give you a parcel of that? I think it might be a bit funky by the time it got there. But you got to, you know, this is all fun. This is what I like. Oops. I got to admit, I got into a bad habit recently of just buying pre-marinated chicken and things like that and just cooking it in the air fryer. And I should have been cooking. Right, so here we go. This is the second layer. I do have another bag of chips. Right, this will last 2 days. There we go, more again. Oh, and I've made more of a mess. This is why you want to take a lot of the moisture out of the chili mix, because you don't want it to just turn your bowl into a pool. Right. That is good. Right, so we've got that lot of meat on. Let's get the next lot of cheese on. Now, I'll do this probably 3 or 4 times. Right, so we've got more cheese on. And basically what happens is when you layer it up, and you do it like this, you can work your way down into the chips. Okay, I've got to go get the other bag of chips. Excuse me. And here's another one I prepared earlier. Right, so I'd say that's the top layer. So we've gone, what, 3 layers? now the finisher. Yeah. Right, so there we go. So what we're going to do, just give me a second. I'll make sure everything's a clear run into the kitchen. Right, I'm coming through with the camera. So we got Yuki at the door, guarding the door as always. Right, we're going into the oven now. Oh, you can see my rig. Let's go to the next stop. To there. Get you in there. Flip that around. Alright, okay. So what we'll do is we'll just throw this. I've preheated the oven. What we're going to do is we're just going to throw this in here on that plate.
It's behind you.
I know. And we're going to heat that up. So I get to talk to yous and is also get to see the rabbit. Here we go. We've got little man. He lives in this section of the house. Let's have a look. Where is he? Little man. This is the most littlest cuddle monster you have ever met. All he wants is cuddles. He just loves it. So we've got that in there. That'll stay in there for probably about 15 minutes. So we've just had a cuddle with Daisy. Now, little man. Now we've got Yuki. Oh. Now we've got Amber G. They're still waiting for their dinner too. And then we got little Daisy, and she's up here, and she's pooping on the couch. This is why we have towels, blankets, everything. I've just washed everything today, actually. Right, so put that. Oh, let's get something out of the garage, take it into the kitchen. Pinch of corn chip while I'm here. No, Rad. You haven't missed the animals. You got the biggest animal here at the moment. Here we go. And you can see all his toys in the background. And this is his area. Then we've got Daisy. Then outside we've got the dogs at the moment. Oh, look at that. Isn't that so cute? Alright. Oh, I've got to take this wig off. It's making my head itch. I keep telling Kent, embrace the bald. There you go. Oh, so nice to get that off. Let's check this. Oh, that's all melting. Let me get my glove. Oh, actually, I'll just use that. I reckon that's pretty good. What do you reckon? You reckon that's good? Or should I go until it's crispy? Done? Awesome. Right, well, shift my new glasses. Oh. Well, there you go. What do you reckon? I don't do Instagram and I don't do social media. This is as far as I've gone. Yeah. Please, if you're watching, like and subscribe. I would love that. It would be fantastic. I'm just going to let it sit for a minute because I reckon if I bite into it. Triple, how are you, brother? Eat them. Oh, mate, look, I would love to. I reckon I'd burn the crap out of my mouth at the moment. Hang on, let me just get you into the... Here we go. Get the dog's dinner out. Wow. How hot is it? That's the question. Oh, the plate's freaking hot. I know that. Right. Fox's chili nachos. It's taken longer than I thought, but when you make it from scratch, you can't beat it. I mean, honestly, put a few hours in. You don't have to stand there like we did. You could just put it aside and just let it simmer. But, yeah, let's go. Hang on. Little man's little man, the rabbit, is just kicking my tripod around. Oh. Now, me personally, it could be hotter. I do like hot, but a lot of other people don't. So, but I would give that, on my scale, about a 6 out of 10 on heat. So it's a mild. Taste is great. Cheese is good. Oh, no, it's getting here. Alright. No, meat is good. Flavours are great. Sorry about that. I had to let the dogs in. She was going stupid. No, cheers. Thank you very much for watching. Like I've said, please do like and subscribe. Help me get up to 200 at the moment. Would be fantastic. I'd like to get to 500. Somebody's doing house arrangements down around my feet. But if you want to see more cooking, more animals, I'm going to be doing some mechanics a bit in the next couple of weeks. I've got to change something on the green car. Let me know. This is just me. This is what I do. I do all bits and pieces. I do what I can, when I can. I love my cooking. I love my food. I love my animals. We've been a bit flat out of late with Daisy being pretty sick. She's literally in the past few days just come really good. So happy at the moment. Oi. No. Oh. Oi. Oi. Little man, behave yourself. Hang on. My cameraman's going bloody nuts at the moment. Look at this. Hang on. Here, look at this. He's got my tripod over in the corner. The little terrorist. That's what he is. He's a terrorist. Everyone, thank you very much for coming along. Thank you for joining me. It's been a long stream, especially for me. It's been wonderful. Much appreciated. Like I said, please give me a like and a sub. Awesome. Would be fantastic. Catch us next time. Cheers.